Hey everyone, in this video you're going to follow me on the way out to Lake Havasu for the One Bass Arizona Open. It was a last minute decision. Follow me on my way out there. It's after midnight. Going to get there first thing in the morning. So I didn't intend to fish this tournament. I didn't have plans to head out to Havasu to fish this event. I just didn't have it in the budget, but some things came together right here at the very last minute and made it possible for me to be able to do it. So I'm heading out to Havasu right now. It's literally 1:06 a.m. right now and I'm just hitting the road. I just got gas. I just got gas in the truck. I'm heading out there. It's about 5 hours to get to Lake Havasu from where I live. So I'm heading out and I'm hoping for the best. So the last couple years, I've done a couple tournaments out at Lake Havasu, and that place has kicked my butt. I haven't had good tournaments at all. I've had a hard time putting a couple solid days together out there. I'd have one day where it was okay, and then another day where I just bombed out there. Hopefully I can put some puzzle pieces together in practice for this event and have a little solid pattern going into the tournament. I have no experience out at Havasu in January. It's a totally different time of year than when I've been out there in the past. Definitely never this early in January. I have a feeling the bite's gonna be tough. Doc Talk is saying that people have been catching good fish, which makes sense for the time of year, but I think by the time this tournament starts, the bite's gonna be pretty tough. So for those of you that don't know, Lake Havasu borders California and Arizona. It's out in the middle of the desert, and the main fish you catch out there are gonna be largemouth and smallmouth bass. I really think I need to figure out how to catch some largemouth. I think catching largemouth is gonna be key to doing well. Based on it being the beginning of January right now, I'm definitely assuming that these fish are gonna be in a winter pattern. I don't know where they're gonna be depth-wise. There may be fish shallow. There's definitely probably some fish deep. Lake Havasu has a lot of man-made structure in the lake, so I'm sure there's gonna be fish on some of that as well. I got my work cut out for me. I'd really like to be able to find a reaction bite, maybe something like a lipless crankbait or a crankbait itself, underspin, swim bait, something like that I can cover a lot of water. It doesn't look like we're gonna have a lot of wind, so that's not gonna help the reaction bite, but I think that if I can figure out how to catch reaction fish and cover a lot of water, it's definitely gonna help me do better in this tournament. All right, so I just got up to a rest stop. I was exhausted and I really needed to use the restroom. And man, I got tired on that last stretch before I stopped over here. I'm probably gonna give myself a few minutes out in the cold to try to wake up a little bit and then get back on the road. So I took a couple minutes to kind of recharge, get a little bit of boost of energy out in the cold, and I'm gonna head out to get to Yuma. All right, well, I made it to Yuma. I am topping off the truck with some gas here at a Circle K, and it's amazing how much cheaper the gas is in Arizona than it is in California. So tonight, before I left my house to head out to Havasu, I needed to make some jigs because I went through all my tackle the other day because I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff up for sale. I'm gonna take it to the swap meet, and then whatever I don't sell there, I'm gonna offer out on, you know, social media or whatever. But I ended up having to make a bunch of jigs because, like I said in the beginning of this, that I wasn't planning to fish this tournament. So once I ended up signing up and getting in, I realized I didn't have enough jigs to get through the tournament. So tonight I ended up making up a whole bunch of them, and hopefully there's a jig bite and I didn't waste my time. Just hit another little rough patch there. I was getting tired and got to make another stop to get out, kind of rejuvenate so I can keep going. I got about an hour and 15 minutes till I get to Lake Havasu. This drive's been pretty brutal, I'm not gonna lie. I'm still excited to get out there and go fishing today, but I'm exhausted right now and I might have to crash out a little bit before I go fishing. Well, I'm back on the road, another leg of this thing. I'm about 70 miles away. Probably puts me there, I don't know, I think the time changed, so I think it's 6:30 where my clock says 5:30. So I think I'll get to the lake around 7:30 local time, and depending on how I feel, I might try to just crash out a little bit, but I might just launch the boat and go. We'll see. So I'm a little bit closer, still have a little ways to go. I had to pull over again. I was just having a rough time there. Where I did stop though, it's kind of interesting. There's Chevron gas stations on 2 corners at the same intersection. Kind of funky. You don't see that every day. And I guess Chevron must do pretty good on this corner. Well, I made it out to Lake Havasu. I'm headed out to Site 6 launch ramp for the first day of practice. I got here about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm debating on whether or not I'm gonna try to sleep for an hour or two just because I'm exhausted. That was a pretty brutal ride out. I was just pretty tired. I had to pull over so many times and just get some fresh air, try to wake up and get out here. But I made it, got here safe. So day 1 of practice starts today. I'm excited to get it going. Hopefully I can figure out how to catch some fish, and wish me luck.